Well, Falcon Lake, about a 2-hour drive west-northwest of here, is at its lowest level in about 20 years. And we showed you some of this video yesterday. Large areas that should be underwater are bone dry. Channel 5's Christian von Preissing reports the reservoir is a main source of water for the valley.
The water levels here in Zapata only getting worse year after year. A couple of years ago, where I'm standing, I would have had to have been swimming. The bridge here in Zapata now goes over land. It used to go over water, and the only source of relief is going to come from Mother Nature. Just because something was once there doesn't mean it'll stay that way. It's been changing for the last 20 years in Zapata.
Well, you can't invent water.
Falcon Lake Tackle is one of those places where you can find out how it's changed. Owner James Bendeley.
There's just not a lot of water in the system. It's just been a prolonged drought. There's been no big events.
He still goes out fishing, and there's enough demand to keep him in business, but the conditions are worse.
Right now, we don't have any cover in the water. That's the biggest problem.
The remaining lake, way out in the distance from where we were able to film, is just about 23% of its intended capacity. A smaller footprint means less shallow waters for fish to lay eggs and start a new generation.
There's just nothing for them to hide in, so a lot of those get eaten a lot. So we don't have a great number of fish in the lake compared to what we could have if we'd have a couple of good spawns with good cover in the water.
What's left here underneath the bridge on the south end of Zapata, brush growing back rapidly as if the lake were never here.
We've got tons of brush, tons of weesach, tons of ratama. Every kind of bush known to man is growing out there.
Bendeley says that's a good thing for the day the water does return. When the waters rise, the shallows are abundant and the baby fish have plenty of places to hide.
The lake goes down a little bit after that. It pulls all those fish out of that cover that's almost impenetrable, and fishing gets really good.
Not to mention the old church on the Mexican side of Falcon Lake. It was lost to floodwaters when the artificial dam was created here by both countries. For the past years, it's been on dry land in Mexico.
Now you can't even get close to it because it's a half a mile from the water to where the church is now.
The lake level now sitting at 258 feet deep. The official normal level is supposed to be at 300 feet. The IBWC, which controls the flow of water here, says it's begun meeting with stakeholders this year to make sure needs are met and the remaining water is used in the best way.
It takes a catastrophe to really put a bunch of water in this lake.
Until a big rain, Zapata Lake will be a lot like this. Christian von Preissing, Channel 5 News.